There was unfortunately quite a bit of cheating in this previous KC Cup that extends out to community tournaments as well. And I wanted to take a moment to talk about that and bring it to everyone's attention as well here and kind of get my first thoughts and stuff and whatnot. So basically what happened was after KC Cup and the Duel Links meta Discord, people will post their top decks, as well as, you know, tell people how they did, what decks they did, etc., etc., etc. What happened was the person, I believe, who came in first, there was like timestamps of the screenshots at the end of KC Cup were like different time zones. So people were like, all right, you cheated. You know, there's a lot of like cheating accusations that came out of that. And I'm not going to say any names in this video. You know, don't want to mess with any TOS or anything like that, but you know, I will say that the person who was in third pretty much came out and not only admitted to cheating, but also said there were others that cheated as well. So again, not going to say any names, but I am going to read the message that he posted just so everyone knows what it is. He says that, or I'll kind of clarify just so I can, you know, I'm editing things out. I'm not going to show any screenshots or anything like that. You know, obviously, we don't want to jump the gun too much. I'm just kind of letting you know what is confirmed and what's been said so far. But basically it says that he'll be posting a video clarifying the current situation in the next few hours. There's 2 huge hacks / bugs allowing players to gain insanely unfair advantage in KC Cup and community tournaments. This is the important one for daily community tournaments for over a year. Please note that the hacks don't send data to Konami servers whatsoever, so catching and banning these players is almost impossible unless you use them to get unrealistic win rates, of course. He goes on to say, I guess kind of to justify that he tried reporting it in Discord and reporting it to Konami, but it didn't really work out for him. And he continues to, you know, pretty much justify his action and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, at that point, it's kind of irrelevant to us. But basically, yeah, the third place person came out and has pretty much said, yeah, for the past year, there's this hack essentially going around / bug. The 2 major ones in later posts were described. One lets you see set cards. I don't know what the extent of it is, but there's a screenshot that's posted. Again, I'm not going to post that because I don't know if it's real or it's not been confirmed. If it's not confirmed 100%, you know, I don't want to be saying, oh, you know, it's out there, but that's what he claims one of them is. And the other one that he claims, it allows you to force a disconnect on yourself. So, you know, if you disconnect, you don't lose any duel points, technically, right? Like if you get the dash error instead of a win or lose, it just shows up on disconnect. Apparently there's a way to force that to happen. So you can imagine in ranked play, you know, in KC Cup play, that would be, you know, extremely, extremely helpful. Maybe not so much in tournament play, but definitely in those other formats, it's going to be huge. Where the seeing your set opponent card, I mean, that's insane to me, obviously.
Specialist, Gia Badge Poggers, congratulations on the 1 year officially becoming a Gia. G Black gifting that tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, G Black. A few more. G Black, another gifted sub. Thank you so much. Gia has entered World of Warcraft. What the heck, Gia? Cratax, Christian Nerfin, come and tell me. Possibly. Thank you for the 5 months. Bring back UA, iTones, the 14 months, 2 months of being a Gia. Thank you. Keep it up, bro. Ace Core Leon, 9 to 3. Keep it up. Thank you for the 4. Official, I'm out of the closet for you. Radar ZRK, thank you for the 16 months. LOL Saw, hi. Hi to you. Thank you for coming out of the closet to me. Alzacor, 17 months already, just as old as my girlfriend. In years, Keck W. Thank you, Alzacor. Thank you. Kobe FN. DLM Econ 2, think of it 6 months officially shooting these beams. G Black with another gifted sub, gifted love. Connect your Discord and Twitch for all the benefits in the bottom right of the screen. Corey LOL, thank you for the free Prem sub. And oh my Jesus. Oops, sorry for clicking on your name. It's the only way I could see your name because it does this. Cheating in the Casey Cup. At the time of this recording, final standings have not been released for the Casey Cup and they're under review by Konami. So we gotta talk about this. This is a big talk. Cheating in the Casey Cup, oh my Jesus. Let's get into it. So, one player who got top 3 global, in case you don't know, the Casey Cup gives an invite to Worlds. Casey Cup is an invite to Worlds if you get first place. And it's a 72-hour event, 72-hour event of non-stop dueling. Best of the best around the world. It's a global tournament. So, one of these players after the 72-hour event, many people sometimes they play what, 500, maybe up to 1,000 games in an entire weekend. You do the math on 5 to 8 minutes per duel, 1,000 duels, 500 duels, you tell me. That's crazy. A lot of people don't sleep for this. So one player who got top 3, they admitted to using a hack to expose the hack. That's what they said their purpose was. Now, a Casey Cup a while ago, a player also openly hacked the Casey Cup, but then they were banned. The biggest impact from this during this Casey Cup is a player could have gone undefeated in the Casey Cup that just happened. How can they go undefeated? How can that go undetected? That would be so obvious to point out and see. Well, if you play against this player going undefeated, you'll beat them, but they won't actually lose. You'll get the points. You won't know that they did something like this, so that's one of the biggest impacts from what happened. They leave the duel without a loss/losing points, but the opponent would still win. So you still win, they lose nothing, which if you're playing on a regular ladder, you're not going to notice, it's not going to matter to you. But if you're playing where you have scoreboards involved, where that player you just beat stands still in the rankings and they only go up and they can't go down, that's a big deal. Seemingly abusing the disconnect forgiveness, which is built into the game. That can happen at the start of a duel where both players, they don't load into the duel. You both get a disconnect forgiveness. None of you lost, none of you won. You move on to your next duel. But it seems that they found that code or that exploit and they're using it right before losing, later in the duel. So you'll get the win, but they won't lose. It's weird.
Now, hacking/cheating in online games is mostly about detection, not prevention. Ideally, Konami detects during the event, not after. If you're going to run a 72-hour event, which is the most prestigious and the biggest event in your game, I would like to hope that you all don't just go home for the weekend and just let it do what it do and then deal with it after. I would prefer that you would at least have an intern or two monitoring the events. If you think that's ridiculous to monitor a 72-hour event, how ridiculous do you think it is to actually play in it for 72 hours? So ideally, you're detecting stuff during the event, not after. But they do normally ban cheaters,
which results in them losing their entire account, money spent, making it a big risk to cheat. But usually after the event happens, they remove them off the rankings. Anyone could easily cheat in League of Legends, World of Warcraft, Fortnite, but you would expect to get caught shortly after doing so.
I could speed hack in World of Warcraft right now. How long would I be able to do it? Maybe an hour or two, maybe for a full day, but I do expect them to catch me. There are players that are being abused of possibly account sharing also, which Konami has banned players for last year from the World Qualifier KC Cup. I believe this was a permanent ban. I'm not sure if any of those players received their accounts back. So that was a big deal. Now, if you're freaking out, oh my Jesus, I share my account with my brother, my sister, my wife, whatever. It was account sharing with the purpose of gaining an unfair advantage. Basically, I would play for 10 hours, I'd go to sleep. I'm tired, it's a 72-hour event. You take the next shift. You play for the next 10 hours. That's really unfair. If you're playing against one person that's playing on their own account for 72 hours, and then you have 3 to 4 to 5 people playing the other accounts, you all are going to get rest, be well fed, and be able to play for the full 72 hours. So this is a big deal. Konami really did not like that, so they did ban from that last year, and people are being accused of it again. Konami, for this reason, always holds rankings before making them final so that they can investigate potential cheating, which is what they're doing right now. It's a normal thing, but sometimes it takes longer than other times. I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it does feel like they're taking extra long with the ratings, the rankings right now. Maybe they're waiting for information like this to be unveiled, or they're detecting stuff on their own end. In the end, right now, because it's not final, we need to wait for Konami's response and/or the rankings to be finalized to see if cheaters were caught / removed. We have to know from Konami, okay? The best thing you could do is let Konami know, and then hopefully they deal with it.